Hi guys, it's Kasia from Tafalarota. I just want to boast about the Vampire Tarot today. Just a quick review. As you know or don't know, if you don't follow my Instagram, I have just received this deck from the States from a swap, and it comes with this book. It's a very interesting book written by Robert Place, as the deck was created by him as well. As you know, Robert Place is a great tarot historian, so his books are usually very interesting if you're interested in tarot history and what tarot was used for, and how it developed over the ages. And this book is no different. You can see there's a chapter on history and philosophy of tarot, which is really quite a chapter. So it's like I looked at it, that's usually like it's half of the book. Then there is the vampire in legend and art. Robert is an artist, so he collected different artworks and mythology of vampire. Then he describes all the tropes, so major arcanas from this deck in the relation to the vampire mythology. And he writes about minor suits and tools. So each of the majors, there's no pictures here, but there's quite a lot on each of the major cards. And then you also, in the history of tarot chapter, you get a lot of Marseille connotation. So for people who like Marseille tarot, you might want to look into this book as well. It's very interesting. I haven't read it yet, I just started, I'm in the beginning. But then the minor arcanas don't take that much space as the majors. But you've got minor suits, and then you've got the numbers, what they mean, and how they create a process, which I love because it's very easy then to use minors. And you've got also the Carl Jung for functions, and then there is a short description of each card. So there's ace, 2, 3, and so on. So then it goes to the end. You've got also a few examples of different spreads. So the book looks really interesting. Then when it comes to the deck, I actually have chopped off the white borders that came in with. I'm not sure if this was a good idea. It's definitely easier to use because they're quite big cards, and the white borders were actually like really, really thick. I think the artwork maybe popped up a little bit more with the borders, and the deck didn't seem so dark when it was in those white borders, but it's definitely easier to use now. It's much easier to shuffle. It's kind of like a regular tarot deck now. I did black the edges, so it kind of looks quite beautiful now, I think. And I don't want to round the corners. They are a bit pointy, but I actually love it because it just reminds me of vampire teeth. So it kind of fits the deck, and I think it just looks much better when you have all this, the whole frame in the picture. The artwork is amazing, especially if you like Robert Place's art, where you won't be disappointed as usual. I start maybe with aces. So he's changed the elements a little bit because he actually used the whole tarot system as a depiction to the myth of vampire, and this drive to unify. As a vampire, you want to unify with your lover. You want to be one with God. You want to be one with your lover. So it's a very beautiful myth, and tarot makes me actually want to research this myth so much more. Through Ian Daniels' Tarot of the Vampires, and this deck also. I can't wait to read this book a bit more. So the aces look like this. So there is a holy water. So Ace of Cups. Garlic flowers, that's Ace of Pentacles. They're supposed to protect us from vampires. The stakes, that's Ace of Wands, and that's, well, you can kill a vampire only with wood. And Ace of Swords, it's just like this. And the deck is kind of a mixture of Marseille type, so historical deck, and Rider-Waite-Smith. The pips are pipish, but they have like pictures on them as well, and they mostly connected to Rider-Waite-Smith, but not all of them. I think he changes quite a few when it comes to the cups. So 8 of Cups, for example, shows all the tools that are necessary for a vampire slayer. So you've got, flasks of holy water, you've got crucifix, you've got some books, some stakes, wooden stakes, and some swords and stuff. So that's a little bit different meaning maybe to what we usually know as 8 of Cups, with the walking away from a situation type of meaning. The court cards are interesting because he uses different personalities. Some of them are from the books, some of them are from reality. So, for example, the Queen of Holy Water, so Queen of Cups, it's Pamela Coleman Smith. Some of them I don't know. Like I think this is from from books. The Nightmare of Life and Death. There's Lord Byron as a King of Knives. There's Bram Stoker and Charlotte Stoker. There's a musician, Franz Liszt. Edgar Allan Poe. So people connected to different stories and writers who wrote about vampires, and not only. And then the major arcanas are amazing. They did pop out with the white borders, so I don't know if I would chop off the white borders again, but maybe I would. I'm in two minds about it. I was a bit upset that I chopped them off yesterday, but right now when I edge them black, I actually start liking them a lot. So the Magician, amazing. Mina, so the character from Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's High Priestess. The Fool is the Jonathan. He's just arrived in Transylvania and Dracula's castle. Hermit. If you like Robert Place's artwork, the most amazing moon. Love this moon card. So beautiful. So really gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. Temperance. So you've got pentacles, as you can see, a little bit similar to Rider-Waite-Smith. 5 of Swords. 5 of Cups seems different also. More like researching and, spending your time writing about your emotional issues. 6 of Wands. 4 of Coins. I love the garlic flowers, cool. Strength is lovely. Of course, Strength is 11. In all Robert Place's decks, I think Strength is 11. As in traditional decks, the Madman, it's awesome. It's the Hanged Man, but it always reminds me of the Dracula with Tom Waits. The Sun is quite cool too. Shows how it can destroy vampires. A vampire cannot look into the sunlight. 7 of Cups. Choices. The World, very Robert Place. I love those 9 of Coins. It's peaceful. 3 of Swords. 6 of Swords. The Star. I love this kind of this intervention, like someone is looking out for you, someone is helping you out. You kind of looked over by some higher force that manifests as your friend, your lover. Count Dracula as emperor. Love it. Van Helsing, the vampire slayer, is the Pope. Two of Cups, the blood transfusion. There is no more, no closer connection between people than to have their blood mixed. So as you can see, there's a Seven of Swords. Something is creeping through the back window. Six of Coins, the sharing of blood. The Devil. Hello, come to me. The Ten of Cups. Three of Coins. And it's a bit it's a color coded deck, so the staves ones are red, the coins are green, the cups are blue, and the swords are yellow. All the major arcana are kind of like purplish. And the brides. I actually love this deck. I think it's incredible. It's really smart. I can't wait to read this book a bit more because Robert describes everything. Like, he gives like meaning to all the choices he made, where that's come from. I really highly recommend it. It's an out of print deck, but if you can get your hands on it, please do. Think about it if you want to chop off the borders or not. Actually, I start to really enjoy it now, and I want to use this deck, so it will be easier for me to use it without those white borders. It's a little bit shiny. It's very good quality. These are the bags. I showed them to you before. And the death with the wooden stake that kills vampires. The Ten of Wands. It ain't over yet. So it's amazing deck. Usable if you like, darker decks. And especially this one, just, exploration of the vampire mythology and myth. It's very cool. And the book, I think it's going to add so much more information to this deck. So I might be back with it, or I just encourage you to explore it for yourself and be inspired with it. Okay, well, I hope you liked it. Let me know if you prefer it without the borders or with borders, and I speak to you soon. Bye.